food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my darling sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not gonna try it. You try it. I'm not gonna try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Yeah, I bet he does like it, considering he won the how many pennies were in the bowl contest last night by an amazing 1 cent. Oh, he'll be here, trust me. Good evening, everybody. It's time for Sweepin' the Dirt, the metal detecting chit and chat show with it's Susie Q96. I wasn't sure I was going to make it, but I did. Who knows where Mikey is? He's out eating children tenders and mac and cheese. Yeah, you went way over, Furry. We got an interesting show tonight. I don't know how long I'm going to last. You might be able to hear I'm kind of hoarse tonight. My voice is acting up a little bit. So, anyway, first thing I did was I was going to do a mail call, and I mentioned this package already, but I carried it over here last night to my computer, and now I can't find it, but I'm sure it'll turn up tomorrow when we clean. But we got a little packet in the mail from the Black Diamond Outdoors folks. Has all kinds of stickers and some other goodies in it. So I'm sorry I can't show it to you right now, but Dum Dum has misplaced it. Now, when it turns up, I will be sure to let y'all know. And then I got another envelope here, and it's from Mike P's Coins and Comics. Some dimes that I won a while back. And they silver. I got a 1950 Canada, and those lines on there are not on the coin. I don't think. I think they're just on my equipment here. And then I got a Mercury, a 1941 USA. Oops, wrong one. There's my Mercury. They're under plastic, so they're kind of reflecting. So anyway, we got those two little goodies in the mail from Mike P. So thank you, Mike. That was a good win on that one. Hi, Christopher. Hi, Annette. Hi, Linda. Hi, Free. Anybody else I missed? Okay. So, when I find the envelope that I misplaced from Black Diamond, I will show you their really groovy stuff. I got to send them some stickers. We're doing a sticker swap so we can give each other's stickers away in our sticker packs. So that's pretty awesome. And I did post the link over to my Patreon page because, as I was reminded last night, I never did get around to doing the January Patreons giveaway. Now, the Patreons always get a silver of some kind in their giveaway. And you can become a Patreon sponsor of the channel for as little as $2.96. So basically, if you pledge $2.96 a month to the channel, you have an opportunity to win a prize that nobody else except Patreon sponsors have a chance at. And it always contains some kind of silver. So I kind of urge you to do that. Number one, it helps the channel, helps me mail everything out, and also gets you a chance to win silver. And there's really not much silver I can give away that isn't worth more than $2.96 a month. Hi, James. So I urge you to do that. Hi, Carla. Haven't seen you around for a while. How you doing, girl? Glad to see you back. I'm glad to be back. Anyway, I'm going to hold off a little bit on the Patreon drawing. Not that the people have to be in here, but somebody might want to become a Patreon for $2.96 a month. It's pretty simple. You just follow the link that's tacked on the top of the page. Go to where it says membership. I believe I have the $2.96 a month one highlighted. And right now, I only have 8 Patreons. So that means the silver that's sitting here, one of those 8 people is going to win it. Unless you sign up for $2.96 a month and make the odds a little bit different. So, that being said, this is technically the metal detecting show, but it's kind of a Heinz 57 tonight because I haven't been able to go detecting for quite some time. Hi, Louie! Because starting in November, I started getting all kinds of sick. All kinds of sick. For Thanksgiving, I got influenza A and spent a little time in the hospital. And then I came back and I struggled through the 12 days of Christmas and Epiphany giveaways. And no sooner did I get done with that than I got diagnosed with COVID. So I have been a sick pup. And the reason I am discussing this yet again is because I'm a little bit upset with some of my channel members. And why I am upset is twofold. When I did the 12 days of Christmas and the Epiphany, I let everyone know, it was written in the rules and yada yada, that I only mail once a month, and that's usually on the 6th. However, we were still doing the giveaways on the 6th. So the next date to roll around that I was going to be doing mail outs was February 6th. Now, if you just listened to what I said about how sick I was, February 6th, I was in my bed with COVID. So I wasn't mailing jack to anybody. Now, today's only the 15th of February. So I'm really not that far behind on that date. And I am working on getting all the packages packed up. And I did kind of hold off because I wanted to see who was going to win the penny guess. So in case I already had a package going for them, I wouldn't spend double postage. Well, as it turned out, it was Archaeology Mikey, and I already had a package started for him. So by holding off till I announced that win, I probably saved $10 in postage. But over the course of January to today, I've had several people emailing. Yeah, right. How dare I have COVID when the mail needed to go out? Exactly, Louie. I'm like, come on, people. I'm about to die here. I just got over influenza A. Now I got COVID. I can't sit at the computer. I can't do much of anything. And I had multiple people, even after I posted on the community part of my channel, after I came on and made a video explaining what was going on. Hey, Leanne. I have had multiple people message me multiple times. Have you sent my thing yet? Have you sent this yet? Have you done that yet? Can I have this for free? Can I have that for free? Come on, people. Apparently the ones that are doing that have never had COVID. Hey, Benji, how you doing, sweetheart? So if that is going to be the attitude that people are going to take towards my channel and towards my health, the only giveaways I'm going to be doing in the future will be the ones to the Patreons, because I know those people are supporting me. I'm just like, you don't need to email me every 3 days going, have you mailed my package yet? I update every time I come on. I tell people, this is where I'm at with it. I'm working on them, but dang, I do have other things in my life, like doctor's appointments and doctor's appointments and having to arrange transportation. And right now my car is still broken down. We're trying to get it fixed. Hopefully tomorrow it'll be putt-putting again and I can at least get to the drugstore and places like that. But please don't send repeated messages. It says right on the about section of my site that I mail out once a month, and that's usually around the 5th. That doesn't mean it's going to be exactly on the 5th. But come on, be nice, okay? Because it really hurts my feelings when people are jumping all over me and I'm laying here on the couch with a breathing treatment going and my eyes won't focus because I'm sick as a dog, and somebody's bitching at me because they haven't gotten their package yet. I have never, ever not gotten a package to somebody except one person, to my knowledge. And that was Les Likes Coins over in Great Britain. I tried to send him his package 3 times, and they kept sending it back to me. And finally, we just, after about a year of this going back and forth and me losing postage, he just said, just donate it, put it back in. And we gave that prize away during the 12 days of Christmas. Yeah. You know, it just, if it was just one person, I'd say, okay, they're just being a butthead. But it's been multiple people. And I very politely sit there and explain to them and show them, here's where it says right in the rules of the contest. And it just stresses me. And I don't need that right now. I'm still not well. So, yeah, as Louis said, how dare you have COVID when mail needs to go out? So, one more time, I am working on getting them out. I can only sit here for so long and then my eye starts going crazy. I have a growth in my eye socket and my brain behind my eye socket. So after a while, I can't see anymore and I have to lie down. Uh, so here's what I'm going to do. As I get them in the mail, because it involves, first of all, I had to go through and combine. There were people that won more than one prize. So I had to combine all of those. So, like, everything that belongs to Old Bell is in one container, and everything that belongs to Sir Benji's in one container, and so on and so forth, to maximize the postage. I've got all that done. I am starting on the biggest prizes, size-wise, not money-wise. I'm starting on the biggest ones first so I can get those off my desk and working my way down to the smaller ones. So if you just won a couple of coins, it may take me longer to get to it than these ones with the collecting kits and the like there's one that has a Garrett detecting digging tool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get creative just on how to wrap that one. I haven't found the right box for it. I think I found the box today, but I am working on them, and as I send them out, I will post a list under the community tab on my channel page. So that way to look. And I understand I have a couple people that they ask the question because, like me, they have mail service where people steal their stuff. So they're trying to keep a lookout. But you don't have to mail me. There's this one guy, I kid you not, I'm not going to say who it is, but has mailed me 15 times, I'm going to say. There's somebody else that has asked me 5 or 6. There's several that have asked me 3 or 4. There's also a few that have asked me once, and I don't really mind the ones that have asked me once. And then I can just tell them, well, here's what's going on. I'm recovering from COVID, yada, yada, yada. All right, that's enough of that crap. So be patient, people. You are going to get your stuff. I gave away a lot of things. It's not like these things are going to pack themselves up in an hour or two. And I do want to say thank you to a couple of people. Daniel Lauren, who I believe was one of last year's big winners, donated some money towards postage this year. And Kit's Coins, that's Kevin. Kevin put some money in my Buy Me a Coffee fund. And so that helps a little bit. And then I do have the 8 people who are Patreon sponsors. But even with all that money, that's not even going to cover half of what it costs me to mail this stuff out. So I'm gonna just say, please don't nag me about mailouts, because if it continues that way, the only people that are gonna get giveaways are the ones who are Patreon sponsors. So, all right, off Susie's soapbox. She off the box now. So, I'm gonna wait until 7:30, not 7:30, I'm sorry, 6:30, which is about 8 minutes. And if you would like to become a Patreon sponsor in those 8 minutes to have a chance to win some of this silver I have here, you can follow the link that is up at the top of the live stream. $2.96 isn't very much. Most of you probably waste that much money in a day. So you might as well send it over and get a chance to win some silver every month. Alrighty. Well, while we do that, I'm going to show you what you have a chance to win. This is going to be an interesting one. First, in the Patreon drawing this month is a gram of silver. I apologize, it's in a little plasticized protector, but it's Swiss 1 gram fine 999 silver. And then the other side is, oops, just has, there you go. So that's a little chunk of silver. And that one, I believe, is Swiss. Now this one is from long time ago. I cannot remember. Okay, well, we haven't given anything away yet, Patty, so you're good. Anyway, the second piece of silver, I looked this up, and the value of this coin varies wildly on the different sources, and I'm sure part of that is based on the condition. But this, hey Mike, this is a coin from the province of Zeeland in the Netherlands. Now, this is not any old coin from the Netherlands. This is, I'm not guarantee my Dutch pronunciations. It is a 2 Stuiver coin, Stuiver, so you can look it up, from the province of Zeeland. But what makes this interesting is the date. This may well be the oldest coin you own, because this is a 1738. You heard me right, 1738. It is silver. Well, I don't know how well this is going to show inside this little plastic doobie-doo. I'm trying to get it centered because it didn't actually fit in this holder, but okay, this is one side of the coin, not the side with the date. The side with the date is coming in a minute. Let's see if I can get this any better. Now, I don't usually give away my Dutch coins, but I have 2 of these. So, and you can see where it says Zeeland. It's kind of all And there's your 1738, very clearly dated. So those 2 coins. Hey, Adventure for Relics! Welcome! Welcome, welcome. So those 2 coins are this month's Patreon sponsor giveaway. So you got a few minutes if you want to decide to be a Patreon sponsor. For as little as $2.96, you might own those 2 pieces of silver. The only thing I ask is that you remain a sponsor for at least 30 days, but $2.96 a month, you have a chance to win something like a 1738 silver coin. Are you kidding me? You know you spend more than that on coffee in the morning on your way down to the workplace. So up at the top of the stream, you will find the link over to Patreon. Go to that page, then you click on where it says membership, and it may take you straight to the membership. But anyway, there are different membership tiers. There's the $2.96 a month. Then there's a $5 one, a $10 one, and a $20. And you can do more. But the one that I created for the metal detectors is the poorer than dirt. That's the $2.96 a month. Yeah, you just can't. I don't know where you're going to find a piece of silver for $2.96. I just don't. So if you want a chance to that every month, here's how you can do it. Oh, this there we go. I have to turn that off sometimes. And we do have the buy me a coffee. Thank you, Kit. I have forgotten what the command for buy me a coffee is. Kit found it once, though, because Kit sent me some money. I didn't even buy coffee with it yet. Let me see if I can find that link. I'm a mess. Da-de-da. We're having fun. And I'm going to tell you at 6:30 whose names are on the Patreon list. And somebody gonna win something silver. And then we're gonna talk about some detecting. I got some pictures, and I got an interesting find. The last time I went detecting locally, I hadn't planned on it, and so I didn't have my finds bag. I didn't have my camera. My detector just happened to be in the car. So when I came in, I had the things that I found in my pocket, and I put them down somewhere, and never to be seen or heard from again until Sandy was dusting the other day and found them inside a piece of McCoy pottery, which I never put anything in my pottery because I don't want to break it. Most of it's up for sale, so it's not something I would want to break. But she discovered these things, and she said, oh, what's going on with this ring and these coins in here? And so she found my few little finds from that day. So I'm going to run over and grab them, and we'll look at those. Those were, like I said, my last time I went out, which I'm going to say was right before Thanksgiving, right before I got the flu. Oh, I can't find this dumb thing. My coffee thing. Yeah, I don't know what the command for coffee is. Mark will find it. Mark always finds the good stuff. Alright. I gotta go back to the Patreon. Make sure I got everybody on my list. Have mercy. I got all kinds of crazy stuff going on in here. Don't know why. Yeah, I might have to work on this computer. It totally spazzed out the other day. And now it wants to keep jumping from page to page. I think I have a mouse issue. M3 is supposed to take care of those things. But he's not. He's not doing him job. Oh my goodness. I don't know why this computer hates me so much. Okay. See if we got any new Patreonies. Can't have a draw until I make sure I got everybody's name in there. Oh my goodness. How did I get all these windows open? Come on. I'm probably not making a very good impression on my new visitors, but oh well. At least I'm here. Oh, nobody knew, so we've got our regular 8. It's going to be one of these people. It's going to be Doug Harding, Kit's Coins, James Huffman, Tina Furry Plantain Coins, Mark Thomas, Werner X, Cynthia Swearingen, or Susan Smith. One of those people is going to win this silver because nobody else wanted to spend $2.96 to support the channel. So, we 3 good nerds, welcome. Boy, I've got this small for some reason. I don't know how to make it bigger. Everything's going crazy. All right. So, since I only got 8 people, I'm just going to write the names. Well, I'm going to give everybody a number. Just write a number down and draw. All right. I'm going to read off everybody's numbers. Of the Patreon sponsors. Doug Harding is number 1. Kit is number 2. James Huffman is number 3. Furry Plants is number 4. Mark Thomas, number 5. Werner X, number 6. Cynthia Swearingen, number 7. And Susan Smith is number 8. Now I'm going to write the numbers on pieces of paper and draw one out. I have no idea whose number is who. I'm just going to write them down and put them in a jar. And so one of those 8 people is going to win this silver. Well, I tell you, if that was me, I'd be all over entering for less than $3 a month to win silver. Now I got to fold them up, put them in the jar. And then we'll play Shake 'em Up, Baby, Twist and Shout. Fold. Oops. Fold. Yeah, for those of you who were not here last night, our little stinker archaeology Mikey was the closest without going over on the how much money in pennies did I have to roll up. I rolled up $50.01. That little stinker Mikey guessed $50. He was a penny off from being perfect, but he was without going over, so he won the prize. That kid is lucky, I'm telling you. I was really shocked that Jimmy Licari didn't win. Okay, I got everybody in a jar here. Let me put the lid on the jar, rattle it around a little bit, and get one of these numbers out. Come on, dang it. Whew. All right, here goes the lid. Let me change cameras so y'all can see what I'm doing. I don't want to be on the camera, so I hope I don't end up on the camera. Alright, so I got this little jar here. They're not shaking very good in there. I need to put them in something better. Yeah, let's dump all those out and put them in this bigger jar. That way I'm sure that they're getting mixed up better. There we go. Alright, let's see who's going to get them some silver. Stick my finger in there. Come on. Whoever that is, that's going to be our winner chicken dinner. And it is number 8. Number 8. And that is Susan Smith out in Texas. Now, I'm going to tell you, that's what Susan does. She ever keeps what she wins. She almost always puts it back in the channel. And she, by the way, was the very first Patreon sponsor this channel ever had. She has been with this channel since 2019. She's just absolutely a wonderful, wonderful person. And like I said, pretty much everything she has ever won, she has donated back. So you may see these 2 coins come back around in another prize. Unless, I mean, she might want to keep that Netherlands one because that's pretty cool. But I'm just telling you, her normal behavior is to donate it back. So, like I said, you may see those items come back around, and if you do, it'll be because Susan Smith is a very generous person. So, alrighty, we finally finished January. Oh my goodness. Oh, put her name on this envelope so I don't mess up. Alrighty, and into the mail pile it goes. That's one person I know will not say anything if it never gets there. But like I said, most likely she's going to donate that back. unless she really likes that other one. That may be something she'd take an interest in. All right, now I got to figure out why my screen has gotten so small, because I can't read it. Can anybody tell me how to change the magnification on my screen? Oh, here we go. Yeah, somehow got down to 80%. There we go. That's much more better. I can read it now. I can see. Oh my goodness. All right. So that takes care of that. What is fontcopypaste.com? Oh, okay. That's something you guys messing with your fonts. I got you. I'm a little bit slow. All right. I am going to put you guys in the holding pattern for like just 1 minute, because I want to go grab those finds that my home health aide found hiding in one of my pieces of pottery. So, oops, upside down. I will be right back. Em, you want to get up here and keep everybody entertained? No, you want to go with me? Okay, you can do that. Plus, I got to turn this heat off. It's roiling me. All right, she's on her way back. Thank you for your patience. All right, let's see. She's back. I said, this was back in November when I found these items, and I'm going to say it was probably that I was already sick with the flu when I went on this little excursion. I had actually taken my detector to have there's a place here that does glass and mirrors and stuff, and I have a little crack just in the cover of the electronics on my simplex. And when I checked with the simplex people to find out how much it was going to cost to fix it. It was, with shipping and everything, it was almost $150. And I didn't think that was so great for a $250 detector. So a friend of mine suggested take it over to the glass place, since it's not anything to do with the electronics, it's just the little plastic thing. So I had put it in the car to take it over there. Well, the guy I needed to see wasn't there. So on my way home, I stopped at what I refer to as Junk Park. I did not have a finds bag. I didn't have my shovel. I basically had an old digger that was under my seat and my detector. So, but I just wanted to get out and walk around a little bit. So I said, what the heck? I don't want to test you. Did those in high school? So anyway, I didn't stay out there very long because I didn't have any tools. I didn't have a pinpointer. I didn't have, I didn't have anything but something to dig with and my detector. So I put these things in my pocket, carried them in the house, put them in that piece of pottery on the inside of the door there, forgot all about them. So, but I found a ring that day, so we're going to look at the few puny little things that I did find, and you can tell they were dug because they dirty. I got a quarter from 1980, is that 81 or 84? It's grubby. So I got that. Well, a pinpointer is very handy. I didn't have one when I first started. I started out with a $40 bounty hunter gold digger. And the gold digger doesn't do much except beep if it finds anything. And then you got to dig around looking for it. Okay, so here's another thing I picked up that day, the 84 Lincoln. As you can tell, it had been in the ground. And oh, this one's not only grubby, but it's bent like it was been hit with the lawnmower or something. Not even sure what it is. But the pinpointer is like, I didn't get one for the first month or so. I just tried to do everything by the tones of my machine. And then once I got proficient with the tones that I was hearing, I bought a cheap pinpointer because that was all I could afford. Ooh, here's a nasty shield penny. And it was okay, but I lived in a climate where there was a lot of water and rain, and the cheap one was not waterproof. So I ended up buying an expensive one that would be reliable and waterproof. And I love my pinpointer because my back being what it is, it saves me a multitude of digging time, particularly if I am after some little bitty thing And I'm looking and I'm looking and I'm not finding this thing. And it turns out to be something like the back off of a post earring where it's really small, but it could be gold or silver, so you don't want to just leave it in there. So I have found that having a decent pinpointer is that's a very important tool. I would dig with a spoon if I had to make the choice between buying a good digging tool and buying a decent pinpointer. I'd be out there with a Dollar Tree spoon to keep my pinpointer. I do use it sometime at the beach, but it's not um it's not as necessary as at the beach to me. Yeah, I have one, Patty, that I spent because I actually have three. Because I have three detectors. I have the cheap $40 one, and that's the one I let kids use. And it doesn't have any VDI numbers or anything. It's just it beeps and you dig. That's the Bounty Hunter Gold Digger, which I actually found my first gold ring with. So I'm not going to badmouth that little $40 machine. And then I have another machine that belonged to my brother, and I had the pinpointer I have with that one. I think I paid $39. Yeah, it looks like a Garrett Carrot, but it's not. And I think I paid $39 for it on eBay or Amazon or one of them. And it works okay. And that's the one that I usually let whoever's using my brother's detector use that one. And then I do have a Garrett Carrot. And I will tell you, I will never buy another one. And it's not that it is not a good piece of equipment. It's a fine piece of equipment. But I have a simplex. And the Garrett Carrot and the simplex like to argue with each other. Now, on behalf of the fine folks over at Nukta who make the simplex, they did put something in the program where you can mute your machine so you don't have to listen to the chitter chatter between the Carrot and the simplex. But the problem with that is I always forget to unmute my machine after I'm done. So when the Garrett Carrot finally dies, I'm going to switch to a pinpointer that is compatible with the simplex, so I don't have to I don't have to worry about I forgot to turn it back on. Yeah, I know, but they fixed it, Mark. That's the thing about Nokta. They will get, if there's a problem, they'll get on it and they will admit they've got a problem and they will work until they fix it. They don't just leave you hung out to dry. But their current pinpointers are pretty darn nice. I got to use one, belongs to a friend of mine not too long ago, and I really liked it. Okay, now here is the ring that I found. This is, I guess they call these a spinner, and I have not tested this yet. The inside appears to be like surgical steel or something. But I don't know what the outside is. So this is going to have to be tested. But this is the ring that I found that day, and just stuck it in my pocket, and it's been sitting over there for months, 2, 3 months now. Now I don't know, Warner, because I've never had the opportunity to try it. I don't know. I would have, that would be a good question though. But they did make a pinpointer to work specifically with the simplex to stop that problem. But since I have so much money wrapped up in that carrot, I'm not seeing any writing at all on the inside of this ring. I see a seam, but no writing. But anyway, that ring I found, and I did clean the ring up because it wouldn't spin. It had so much dirt in it. So, but it has not been tested. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's a nice little ring. Got a little design in it, and the outside part of it spins around. So that was actually, I think, my last hunt before I got sick again. Right before that, I had gone with my friend Tony over to North Carolina, and that's where I had found that inside of the pocket watch and a few other things. Yeah, I know. Who is it? Oh, my idol. Pretty much anybody watches this channel knows that one of my big idols is Robert Ferguson out in California. And he has this one called Land and Sea. And I don't think he's real happy with it, but he doesn't really rely too much on a pinpointer because he's mostly a beach guy. But plan to buy octopus pinpointer, interchangeable tips. Now you got to remember, Mark, when you're talking to Werner's in Germany. So they have some products there that we don't necessarily hear a lot about here that are very popular there. So I just want to throw that out there. So anyway, yeah, that was the stuff. There's no film. There's no footage of me finding those 5 little items. Because like I said, I didn't have anything with me. I didn't have my camera. I didn't have my shovel. I didn't have my finds bag. I pretty much didn't have anything in the car but the detector because I was having it looked at to see if I could fix that screen for less than $125. And the guy wasn't there, so I got to take it back and see if we can come up with something, because it's out of warranty anyway at this point. So what we're trying to do is, because of that crack, it's no longer waterproof. So that's my little goal. But I'm hoping, yeah, some of your stuff that you have there, Warner, especially in the accessories, we don't get over here. We can order them, but they're not, and they are technically available, but they're not really promoted here. Maybe it has to do with different type of terrain or mineralization in the soil, but for whatever reasons, some of the items that are very common in European countries are our people aren't really familiar with. And I've noticed especially that steps in when you're dealing with things like shovels and sand scoops and pinpointers and uh, digging tools. Like I have been watching channels from Australia or watching channels from England or wherever and seen like some things that I'm like, wow, that's really cool. And so I'll go and I'll look on their page and look it up, and it'll be like a local or regional product. And like there's this one shovel that I saw that this British guy was using. I'm like, oh man, that thing is bad. I want one of those. Didn't understand is Noctas are cheaper in the US than in Germany. That destroys the US companies. I think that's the point. It was to come in and introduce an affordable unit. Truthfully, I owned a Garrett. Once I upgraded from the Bounty Hunter Gold Digger, I had a Garrett 300 because that's all I could afford. Still supposed to be a decent machine. I liked it okay, but it was a little uncomfortable. A little, I don't know, the weight balance or something of it. I just wasn't happy, and it didn't have some features that I was interested in. And I started talking to different people, and a lot of people were talking about the Simplex. Well, I got one of those, what do you call it, checks. When our government gave us a check, I made a down payment on the Simplex, and I got that Simplex. And so for 2 weeks, I had both the Simplex and the Ace. And the first thing I did was go back to a place that I thought I had pretty well hunted out with both the Bounty Hunter and the Garrett. And I took that Simplex out there. And it was like I had never detected that place before in my life. I found all kinds of things, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm onto something here. So I used the Simplex for 2 weeks. I went back over the thing again with the Garrett. Didn't find much but a couple of pennies and some soda tabs. And I cleaned that Garrett up, put it back in the box, and sold it on eBay, and used that money to pay off the Simplex. And I am not the least bit sorry that I did it. I'm trying to get into my email here. I'm having problems with my computer. So if I seem a little distracted, it's because I'm trying to get to some pictures that were sent so I can show them. But ever since my computer did that crazy thing yesterday, it does not. It's like it wiped out a bunch of passwords and all right. So anyway, I'm trying to get in here because I want to show you. I want to show you something Patty found. Patty found some goodies again. I just can't seem to get in here today. Don't know why it's acting so stupid. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry, people. I get frustrated when things don't work. There's Mikey. Oh, yeah, we couldn't have lived if Mikey hadn't told us he was having cheese pizza tonight. Yeah, I really do love my simplex, and it feels like it weighs less, even though it weighs exactly the same as my Garrett did. The weight distribution is different, and it does not give me so much shoulder pain when I use it. I don't know why that is, but that's how it is. And I've been very, very comfortable with it. And then on the first anniversary of my channel, I was gifted some money to. Initially, I was supposed to buy a new detector, but I told the person who donated the money, I don't want a new detector. I just want the new coils to go with the one I have. So I was able, with the donation, to get the other coils and also a carry bag. So and I've been so sick that I really haven't gotten a chance to truly try out the other two coils as much as I would like to. But I'm hoping to get out here pretty soon. Our temperatures are finally warming up, but I'm having to build my strength back up after the COVID deal. Okay, let me see if I can share this screen. Yeah, all right. These are from Patty. She got her first class ring this week, and she was real excited. had to get that picture over to me right away, huh, Patty? So I'm gonna see if I can bring with it. There we go. So there's Patty's class ring that she got. What year did you say that was, Patty? 68? She contacted the school because it did have some initials in it, but they weren't able to help her. So we're going to try some other ways. 66, okay. So we're going to try some other ways to try to locate the owner on that. Oops. I'll try to get back to the. Okay, here's the, yeah, there's the side of it. So, nice ring. And she got a little car. I forgot the brand. I know. I know what it is. She can tell you. She's here, so she can tell you. That's a real cool one too. I like that one. Oh, there's another ring. A claddagh ring. An Irish traditional design. Oops. I mess up sometimes. Come on. Let's see. All these things opening up. I have got to get something done. Oh, that's cool. Let me get back where I need to be. There's a place for the key. Didn't find the key though, huh? That looks like that came off a piece of furniture. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. I love stuff like that. Okay, now what am I looking at here, Patty? Oh, this looks like part of a lighter. I see a little thing down at the end there. That looks like part of a lighter. The owner probably turned to stardust already. Yeah, oh yeah, Tootsie. That's what I was trying to think of on the car. That's a Tootsie truck. And this is what's left of somebody's lighter. Yeah, I can see parts of the lighter there. Oh, wow. Cowboy dude. Yeah. Patty always finds interesting things. Hey, John Tom. That's pretty neat. Still has the wick, huh? Excellent. Yeah, that isn't that a cool lighter? That is really cool. That is cool. And I think that's about all of them. Let me go back through. I'm going to start at the beginning again. That's the side view of the ring. The front view will come up shortly. And there's the Tootsie truck. And there's the old ring. That's a nice ring, though. I like that one. There's the class ring in a front view, 1966. And there's another view of it. In case we need to rebuild a drawer for her to stash all her toys in, we can put that right on the front. There's the guts of the lighter. There's a really cool lighter. I like that lighter. That lighter is awesome. So that was Patty's adventures this week. She's the only one that sent me any goods this week. Sorry. I kicked this out when I was trying to get the cowboy off the screen. So, all right, Patty. Well, there's your. I'm glad you were here so you could remind me what a Tootsie Truck is. Okay. Yeah. For the grand finale, I'm going to open a roll of pennies just to see if there's any Wheaties in it. And if there's a Wheatie in it, we'll have a giveaway. Warner, is that for me? Do I still have the Disney Donald Duck? The one that's the pirate Donald Duck? Yes, I do still have that. I found that when I was metal detecting with Florida Thunder Digging with Rob. And he used to work at Disney. And one of the things he told me about that pin was that was not a regular pin that would have been found in their souvenir shop, that was a limited edition pin. And the fact that it still had the back on it, he was amazed. But yes, I treasure that pin because I'm from Florida and we were having a terrible day that day. We just couldn't find much of anything. And I was so happy when I found that Donald Duck. And what I thought was cool is it was Donald Duck dressed as a pirate with like treasure. And here I am out there treasure hunting and I find Donald Duck. So, yes, I do still have Donald Duck. I will probably always have Donald Duck. I've got I've got 2 ice coolers sitting here of stuff that I never made the videos for. And so all the finds are in these plastic bags so that I can do the end of the videos. So I need to start working on those. I did some of them, I started a series called Retro Relics or something like that. And then I got sick. I'm so sick of being sick. I am. It's just, I'm tired of it. But yeah, I'm going to try to. But that one is up. That is a cool Donald. That's one of the coolest Donald Ducks I've ever seen. And I was out in this, we were in this nasty, empty lot, and it was full of beer containers and just, it was not a pretty place. Well, she's got it changed to a weird font, and I don't know what it would look like. I can hardly read it either, truthfully. Okay, let me get my 82 box over here. There's an 80 for the hopper. Oh, let me get I found my cheat sheet from a Penny's. Yeah, you have to really concentrate on it, and I don't know what it would look like. It hit on a German font set. But yeah, I can hardly read it the way she has it. Alright, got my cheat sheet out. We're just doing this just to see if we turn up anything. If we do, I'll have one more giveaway. If we don't, I'll have dinner. I have my nurse and my aide both coming tomorrow, plus we got to try and I'm going to go out and put the charger on the battery. I'm going to clean the terminals again and do all that good stuff and see. Because tomorrow I can leave it on there all day. I don't have to worry about it being in anybody's way. So hopefully, because once I get it started, I need to drive it around for a little bit. It's not just a matter of getting it started. So about 3:30 tomorrow, I'm gonna take it off the charger. Hopefully I can drive it up to my storage in the store and just make sure everything is still working as it should. What is going on? 82. And the reason I say 3:30 is that's when all of my medical helpers leave. So then I would have the free time to do that. My storage unit is 1.5 miles up the road, and I'm gonna go up there and offload the Christmas stuff. And in the meantime, the car can sit there and run. So if it's going to overheat, that's where it's going to do it. But I don't think it's going to, because right before I got COVID, I took it on a little 25-mile adventure and I had no issues. And then I brought it home and I parked it. And I think it was like the next day, I ended up at the hospital. And they told me that I had influenza A, and they admitted me to the hospital. And so I was sick and sick and sick, and our temperatures got down to like minus, it was a -9 or something. So anyway, my battery lost its charge. And I hope it will charge back up, because I don't want to buy another one. I don't. Can't afford it. Battery for my car is very expensive. Even the cheapest one's like $130. Not something I really want to do. No, no double ear on there. Nasty penny there. No double ear on there either. Hi, American Woodland. How are you? Welcome. And I've been kind of bummed out over the latest of our bazillion mass shootings, because it happened in Lansing, Michigan, which is very close to where I used to live, and I have friends that live there. And that's the second school shooting in a year in central Michigan. This crap's got to stop. But this particular one happened very close to where people I know live. So I'm just sad that people behave that way. I try not to watch it too much. But I mean, those of you who are on AAP's Variety channel, this last one happened like right down the road from their house. Very, very scary stuff. And we've had 3 here in Virginia since I moved here. And then the one down in Orlando a few years back at the Pulse nightclub, that was in the neighborhood I grew up in. It used to be something different when I was growing up, but I walked by that building every day on my way to school. So it's like, it just needs to stop. Oh, that's a tore up 64. I got 3 more pennies. Doesn't look like we're finding anything to base a giveaway on today. But there's a copper. I do have some other coinage that will be, I'm trying to build my hours and my people back up. I need 21 to get to 1K. I did only need 20, but they took one away from me. I do have some other coins we're going to be sorting through over the next week. I have 2 rolls of $50. But to do these, I got to get my books out because I need to put things in them. And I have 3 rolls of nickels and a half a box of pennies. So, whoa, we do have some rolls to search over the next few days. But I got a couple other projects going. One is I'm going to have to give up on some. Oh, yeah, I've got my whole cheat list here, Woodland. It runs all the way from the 1909s all the way up through 2021s. It has everything from on it from DDOs to wide AMs to close AMs, the double ear on the 84. That's why all the pennies have to go under the scope, because I can't see those things unless to check for the errors and stuff unless I scope them, because I'm 70 years old and I'm going blind in one eye. Well, I'm almost 70 years old. I'll be 70 years old in a couple of weeks. But yeah, I check all that stuff. That's why I'm so painfully slow. But we have fun doing it, and every once in a while I find a mention of some new error or thing. Anyway, I was going to tell you, the other project I have going has to do with my jewelry channel. Because of my eyesight, some of the things that I used to do on there, I'm just going to have to give up. So while I've been sick, I have been sorting what I call bean soup or bead soup, which is just thousands of beads. I just found one on the floor. So I'm going to be getting ready to sell some of my jewelry making supplies. I will still be doing the sheet music stuff, and I will still be doing the critters. In fact, I found more stuff to do critters with. I just found this nice little silver bead on the floor with my foot. So anyway, probably in the next couple of weeks, I will be running a special over on the jewelry channel. I may simulcast it like I did the 12 Days of Christmas, because I have a lot more people over here than I do over there. But I dodged a bullet this week, because I was going to, since I can't really set up at the farmers markets the way I used to, because I'm just not physically able to do that, I was going to set up a little shop in one of the area businesses that is basically an indoor flea market. I used to have a booth like that in Bay City, Michigan, and I did pretty well. So I thought, well, let me talk to this guy, and we were negotiating back and forth on the price of the space. And one of the questions I asked him, and in private, so nobody knew, was if he was insured. and he didn't answer that question. And so it made me a little uncomfortable because usually if your business is insured, you're going to want everybody to know that. Well, I was still trying to make up my mind and still negotiating. And I see a post on Facebook where his market had been broken into and thousands of dollars worth of items had been stolen. At which point he admitted that it was not insured. So I think I dodged a big bullet because I can pretty much imagine somebody going in there and just taking their arm and just taking a whole section of art glass beads and crystals and that kind of stuff and just, sterling silver and just going, whee! So I dodged a bullet on that one. So I still have my stuff, which is good. I mean, I have to sell a lot of it because number one, I can't work with it anymore. And number two, I need the money to get back to Michigan for my treatments. So anyway, that's something else that'll be happening soon. I'm going to try as I can to pop back in with the pop-up Deadbeat Club broadcasts. And that's where all these things like going through these other roles and all of that stuff are going to be happening. So anyway, on that note, I'm going to go find something to eat and take my meds and hit the beds because I'm old. Because I'm still getting over COVID and I don't want to overdo it. So thank you guys so much for popping in, and I will be back for sure. Well, I can't ever say for sure, but I intend to be back Monday for the Lodo coin collecting show, but probably before that. So everybody have a great night. I think Jersey Ray is on if you want to go watch her detecting show. And I will see y'all real soon. Thanks for being here. The packages are getting done. Just don't send me nag letters. I don't want any more nag letters from anybody. Thanks, everyone. M3 and I say good night.